Breaking news right now, the prosecution rested in the trial of Ahmaud Arbery's killing. The defense is expected to begin their case in the morning. 3 white men are accused of chasing down and killing Arbery. Today, a critical witness took the stand. Medical examiner Edmund Donahue testified the shotgun wounds Arbery sustained were not survivable. Donahue performed Arbery's autopsy. He says Arbery was hit by 2 of 3 shotgun rounds fired at him. The first grazed Arbery's wrist, but hit an artery that caused severe bleeding. The second missed entirely. The third shot him in the chest or armpit, paralyzing him. Donahue testified that either blast alone would have killed him.
Was there anything EMS or the officers could have done on the scene to save his life from the torso shot?
Well, they could put an occlusive dressing on the large defect, but you would still have the exit defects in the back of the chest. And they couldn't do anything about the bleeding as long as the heart was beating.
So would he have just, in other words, is there anything they could have done on scene to save his life?
No.
Travis and Gregory McMichael and William Bryan are charged with killing Arbery in February of 2020. They've said they were trying to perform a citizen's arrest.
All right, members of the jury, it is for you to determine whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty of each of the offenses charged.
Kyle Rittenhouse's fate rests in the hands of the jury. An unusual move in the courtroom this morning. The judge allowed Rittenhouse to pick himself which jurors would deliberate from a raffle drum. The task is usually done by a courtroom clerk, not the defendant. A panel of 12 jurors began deliberations this morning. Rittenhouse faces 5 felony charges, accused of shooting 3 men and 2 of them fatally on the streets of Kenosha, Wisconsin last year. The prosecution says Rittenhouse provoked the incident by pointing his AR-15 style weapon at one of the victims. The defense says he was acting in self-defense. Rittenhouse faces life in prison if convicted. The Kenosha Police Department says there is currently no reason to close any roads or enact curfews ahead of a verdict.